Hey ladies and gents, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back. Today, for the first time on my channel, I've got some Oscar news to share with you. And that is, the Oscars will, in fact, be an in-person event. But it's a bit different. But before I go into that, ladies and gents, please remember to like and subscribe. And if you're feeling extra generous to ding that little bell, then please do. And also, scan these barcodes if you want to show them my social medias, or go directly to the names that are also on your screen. The Academy put out a notice saying, in this unique year that has asked so many of so many, the Academy is determined to present an Oscars like none other, while prioritising the public health and safety of all those who participate. To create the in-person show our global audience wants to see, while adapting to the requirements of the pandemic, the ceremony will be live from multiple locations, including the landmark Dolby Theatre. We look forward to sharing more details soon, said the spokesman of the Academy. Okay, so here's what I think this means. Basically, I believe, because obviously, people, all the nominees, will be from all around the world, not just from the International Feature Academy, but for example, the team on Minari, a lot of them are Korean, a lot of them are going to be in Korea. A lot of the nominees who may, for example, live in here in the UK, or a lot who live in Europe. So the only way during a pandemic that you can make an in-person event is if you hold all these ceremonies at many different locations around the world. Much like what the Emmys did last year. So this is how I think it's going to work. So it's going to be held at the Dolby Theatre as one of the places. It'll probably be the main host. It'll probably be where we cut back to the host, etc., etc. So all the American nominees who are in America, who feel like they can get to the Dolby Theatre reasonably and safely, will be able to go to the Oscars on a socially distanced ceremony. So obviously, people who live together will be able to sit together, but then they'll be like 3 seats apart. Then the real question is how they're going to hold an in-person event for people around the world. Basically, for example, say if a lot of the nominees, which very much could happen, live in a big city outside of America, such as London or maybe Paris or something, they may be able to hire a smaller venue for these nominees. And then for the people who are in Korea, or maybe Maria Bakalova, who's in Bulgaria. Maria Bakalova's in Bulgaria. I don't know whether she lives there now or what. I knew that she was on James Corden's show a few months ago, but I don't know whether she's there or not. But what they may do, at first I thought, how the hell are they going to do that? They're not going to be able to send each individual members of the Academy, especially crew members, to these places just to record these potential nominees who may not even win. All they may get is a smile wave at the camera, have their name announced as a nomination, and then it goes to somebody else. But then I realised it is possible. For example, they could easily hire other film companies or recording companies in these countries just to go to these places and record the nominees or the presenters, whatever it is. There are going to be these companies all around the world, and obviously the Academy have the money and the reputation in order for people to willing to do that. Because at the end of the day, if the Academy Awards of Motion Pictures and Science, to be very classy of how I say things, phoned you and said, could you go to this place with a nice mic and camera, record one of our nominees? You'd say yes. You just would say yes. Especially, like, the money won't be enough. It's the Academy. That'll look fucking amazing on a CV. So that's how I think it's going to work. In terms of safely giving out the Oscar statuette, the likelihood is what will happen is it will either be a case of the Oscar will already be there, nicely set out for the winner, or the Emmys did something pretty unique where they had people wearing hazmat suits, and then that way they could give it out. Imagine how funny that would be, having bloody Daniel Craig present someone an Oscar in a hazmat suit. That'll be fun to see. Will members of the public be at the Oscars? Yeah, because we've got to remember the Dolby Theatre is huge. So there's no doubt in my mind they can fit the nominees, their dates, as well as members of the public, because they're going to want to do that. They're going to want to make it as high profile as possible. I'm not sure if the red carpet will still go on, because it's quite hard to get paparazzi to social distance, and even still, when you're walking up and down a red carpet, there's going to be managed and everything. It's going to be quite hard to socially distance. And whilst it wouldn't be the end of the world, because coronavirus is quite hard to contract outside already, but not only that though, but they'll be very briefly walking past each other. I'm not sure the Oscars are going to do that for their reputation, because it won't look very good on them if they don't seem like they're following coronavirus guidance. I know that in America it's a bit different. In the UK it's very strict. In America, I know things are still going on as normal, just with social distancing. I know Joe Biden's taking coronavirus a lot more seriously than Trump was. So I'm not sure whether it'll come in a couple months this could change. numbers in America aren't good. Maybe coronavirus will be so bad that Biden had to be like, sorry, I'm going to have to lock you down a week before the Oscars. It could happen. And this could all change because of that. Coronavirus has changed so much shit. Like, and it's so unpredictable. From day to day, we're learning new things, and new things are happening, and new measures are being put in place, and new measures are being pulled up. But for now, this is what we've been given to work with. In terms of the song nominees and the music nominees and how they'll perform, I know for me personally, I find it a bit cringy. I prefer an award ceremony where it's an hour long, they give out a load of awards, done. But I know for a lot of people, which is fair enough, everyone to themselves, they enjoy the music and the songs that are performed at these ceremonies. I know last year the Oscars got a big boost from having Eminem on a surprise turn up. So I definitely feel like these songs will still be performed. It'll just be at home, or it'll be at a public venue somewhere outside where it's socially distanced. Or maybe it can be performed at the Oscars if they're in LA or close to LA, or even if they're not, but they can just drive there and they feel like it's safe to do so. It could be performed at the Oscars, but I can't see every single nominee being performed at the Oscars, and it will be a case of maybe we'll have one or two which aren't performed, but I do feel like that one or two will still happen if they can't make it, but it will just be at home or public place or whatever. Who knows? You got to get creative in times like this. I've been quite surprised and impressed to see what like chat shows and talent shows have been able to come up with in these times. Like, really, hats off to those people. It just shows no matter what, you can get creative and still do the stuff we love. If you're like me and you're not a big fan of these 3-hour-long ceremonies where they go on, I think that this year, because they're a lot more limited, we can expect a short ceremony. So if you're like me, you're probably going to be in luck. If you're not like me, sorry, hopefully next year will be better. But you know, these aren't normal times. That's all really I have to say on the matter. I wasn't planning on recording this, but this news came out and I just wanted to jump right on it. So I've got a video ready for tomorrow, and just so I can keep you updated. The Academy did say that they're going to keep us updated on how exactly this is going to work out, and when that happens, I'll make a video update and see how right I was. But for now, this is what we got to go off of, and I'm just giving you an idea of what I think it means. There's no point going on anymore. I'm sure the Academy will release more information soon. Thank you for watching, ladies and gents. Like and subscribe to this video. So long.